Hi there everybody, Mars here, the teaching professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. Out here on Monday, and this is undoubtedly going to be a tricky video to make because it is blowing a gale. I've even had to rest the flag stick through my tripod to stop it blowing over, so I hope you can all hear this. I am talking a little bit louder than normal, so here we go. So I'm out here in the place I don't want to be. All my life I've struggled with putting. Ever since I was relatively young, it hasn't got any better. I've had putting lessons, I've had hundreds of putters, I've tried hundreds of different styles. It's the single reason I gave up playing tournament golf. I just hold nowhere near enough putts. And you know, like not so long ago, Matthew Fitzpatrick won a tournament making 62 out of 62 putts inside of 8 feet. I don't know that I'd make 10 of them. So it's always been difficult, it's always been a challenge, but it doesn't mean that I can't give a good putting lesson, and it doesn't mean that I can't give you some good advice. When I was younger, I played in British Open qualifying with a guy who went on to be a successful tour player, and I played fantastic, out of my skin, brilliant, no real mistakes, shot 71, we're on the 18th green, shaking hands. I say, "What did you get, Gary?" He said 67, and I went, "Did you?" And he sort of went, "Yeah," like I was sort of calling him out on it. I said, "Oh no, sorry, no." And in my head I thought, "You've played terrible." But on reflection, when I sat down and thought about it, he just told every putt, every up and down, every time he missed a green, he recovered. So here's what I think about putting, and here's some things that may help you. So first off, what I don't like to, actually I'm going to start by saying, do whatever you like if it works. Do anything, as long as it's not illegal, you know. So anything that works for you is fantastic, and I probably will give it a go too, but the principles of putting are relatively straightforward. I've swapped my putter. I was actually all right when we were allowed to use a belly putter, but obviously now that's gone to something very traditional. I mean, this bladed Odyssey putter is, for want of a better word, a ping answer from 1950. Tiger Woods is Scotty Cameron, Sevy's whatever. It's pretty much a bladed putter. So I swapped to it because I thought, let's just try and learn to putt better, and it's not make an excuse of the equipment. You know, things like grip thickness and stuff could have a huge bearing on the feel of a putter. So here's what I think. I'm not going to say do not anymore. Try not to use your hitting grip. Your hitting grip is pushed away from you. There's a certain position you get into where that won't suit you very well. You want your eye directly over the ball. Do that. See where your eye line is and put your eye directly over the ball. Do not aim your feet and body to the right of the hole. That won't help you at all. You can aim your feet a bit to the left, because basically you're just trying to create that little path through the ball. So this is a toe hang putter. So this wants to work in a very fractional gait type swing. Face balance putters want to work back and through much straighter. So when you're thinking about putting your stroke on it, think about that a little bit. Use all the alignment aids you can get with the ball. Line them up, use a little stripe. All those tiny things will help you a little bit. Here's 2 good grips for you. Tiger Woods, index finger of your left hand down the outside of the other fingers. We're trying to get this putting swing where your shoulders rock your arms, the club and your arms make a little Y shape here, which is retained. The worst putters are normally the handsy ones, the decelerators, and the yippy type people. Even though my putting's terrible, I'm not a yippy type putter. Actually, I put a lot of it down to my colour blindness. I look at the hole, pick my line, goes nowhere near the hole. It's very, very frustrating. Me, I've gone onto an overlap, a reverse overlap, so the left hand goes below the right. This can really help a lot of people in terms of keeping a nice straight putter face through the shot. Your swing wants to be equidistant lengths, backwards and forwards. That's a good tip. I think tournament players on the whole have a longer, faster backswing and a smoother transition. Don't know if there's something in that or not. People coming up the hole, so I'm talking quickly. Let me have a quick putt. Eyes over the ball. Do not look down. Hey, I've holed one. I'm going to move on to a different green so I can finish this video. Someone coming up. Yes, back again. Acutely aware that I was rushing a little bit there because there was someone coming down 13. I didn't want to hold their game up. So mini recap. Eyes over the ball. Don't let your body, your shoulders, your feet, your knees, your hips aim to the right of the hole. That's not going to help you. Experiment with some different putting grips. My advice is to not use your hitting grip when your fingers are linked or joined. That is to set you further away, and now you're going to bring this up. So your putter wants to sit nice and upright. So some sort of marriage of your hands, whether it be that, or the claw, or all the hundreds of other things, you're still trying to really recreate the same thing. A nice smooth backwards and forwards motion with that blade ending up at impact being as square to your intended target as you can. So back to my putting woes, really. What I always thought, that if ever I spent too long looking at a putt or stalking about and looking at it from 3 different angles, I would normally miss it. If I went with what is a bit more of my gut instinct, or just with how it should feel, they were normally a little bit better. I've set 3 balls up behind me and I haven't even putted one. I haven't looked at the line or anything like that, but I'll show you what I mean about not overthinking. So I'm just going to walk up to them and putt them. I'm even just going to use a normal grip, not my normal overlap, and just hit it like it should feel. See what happens. And in there sort of sums up my putting, but that not overthinking and not taking too long can help a lot of people. Obviously, if that's in a tournament situation, yeah, I'm going to clean my ball, I'm going to mark it, I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to have a look at the line. But that procrastination and looking from 3 angles and double, try not to do that. Have a set time around your putting, and you can obviously do that on the putting green in your practice. Lots of good putting drills that you will see. A good one always is just to set a little star up around the hole, knocking in those sort of 3-4 footers before you tee off. That can give you a bit of confidence as you head to the first one and have to knock that in. So look, I can help you with your putting. You maybe can help me. So anyone that wants to give me a putting lesson, don't think I'll turn it down. If you think you've got the secret to putting, I will listen, because it's a game within a game. It's held my golf back all my life, and here I am sort of, towards the end of my good golf, if you know what I mean, and I'm going to slowly slow down now. So yeah, putting. Wish it didn't exist and I could just whack the ball round and everything would be great, but it does. So we all should try and be a bit better. We've got a nice putting green here. The greens are great. There's no excuses. Anyone comes and tells me the greens are bumpy or I'm not interested. These are beautiful surfaces to putt on, and there are no real excuses. So see you all next week. Hope there is something there that might help you, and more than happy to give you a putting lesson. Thanks everyone. See you all next week.